Hi, welcome to Troupe Talk. This is season 3, I believe, and this will be going from 2021 to 2022. We had our past host, Chase Cooper. He graduated, and now I guess I'm the lead host with our new co-host.
Hi, my name is Lexi. I'm taking over all the technical aspects that Chase did last year, and we'll be seeing a lot more of me, or hearing.
Today we are here with our full theater council today.
Yay!
Yeah!
Woo!
Very enthusiastic.
Yeah.
We're all recording in the same room instead of it being over the phone like it was last year due to the pandemic.
Yeah, we are still being very safe, though. We're as distant as we can be, and we're all wearing masks, and most of us are fully vaccinated.
I guess we'll go around in a circle and we'll introduce ourselves, starting with Emma.
Hi, I'm Emma. I'm a senior. I'm Abby. I'm also a senior.
Hi, I'm Maya. I'm a junior.
Hi, I'm Noemi. I'm a junior. She thought about that.
And hi again, I am Lexi. I'm also on the council, and I am a senior.
Should we say our roles?
Yeah,
I
let's
forgot.
say our roles.
Yes.
We'll start with you, Emma.
I am the Duchess of Outreach.
Oh, I forgot we have those. I'm a queen. Basically, I'm a co-president.
I am Vice Lord of Social Media.
Oh my god, I have two. I'm like, what were they? Lady
Shutterbug.
Shutterbug and Princess of Pics. Yeah.
Pictures, yeah.
Yeah.
And I am the other queen co-president.
Heck yeah.
Woo.
Okay, right now we have a list of questions that we're going to ask. So far we're going to start off with, what made you guys want to run for council in the first place? Starting with Emma.
Emma.
I feel like Abby told me to, so I was like, why not? I mean, what do I gotta lose? Yeah, it was really just Abby bossing me around. So thanks, Abby.
Hey, you're on council.
Ugh.
You are on council, so I'm not hearing something wrong with what I did.
I'm afraid this is going to be a running trend, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
me and Emma like to get in fights. But good fights.
No,
Good
It's
people.
because they're both Norths.
We're also both Leos and Gryffindors.
Wait, yeah. Okay. Shh, Emma, I'm trying to say why I joined council. I went really back and forth on it because I was a really dedicated freshman. I literally got an award about how I was never home because I was never home. I was always at the theater classroom. But basically, we had this exchange student. His name was Luca. He walked up to me and he was like, "Hey, are you gonna run for council?" And I was like, I don't think I'm going to. Like, today's the deadline. I have it all filled out, but I haven't really thought about it. And he was like, "You should do it." And I don't know why, but something just clicked in my brain. I was like, okay, I gotta do it. So I went and I turned it in, and then here I am now. Second year president. I was gonna say president, but it's my third year on council. But I'm a second year president.
Oh boy, you're a trooper.
So am I.
Heck yeah.
That's so cool, Abby. Yeah.
I have like a whole backstory. I'm like
Yeah.
the main character.
Stop it, Leo. Anyway, so the reason I joined is because theater is what I want to do, like, as a career after high school, like, become, like, an actor on Broadway, mostly so I can meet Christian Borle. It's true. And then also because I really like networking and, like, posting on social media, so I really wanted to do that. Yeah, that's it.
Well, compared to that, my reason's very boring. I saw all you guys on it, and I was like, hey, that looks kind of fun. And here we are. So,
Here we are. You know.
The reason I joined council was because I was friends with a lot of seniors my freshman year, and they kind of were like, you should do it. And after a lot of convincing, I decided to do it. So, that's my reason.
Yay!
Yay! Now we're all on council. Here we are.
It's funny because I'm the only one that isn't on council. So I'm just kind of sitting here surrounded by all the councilness.
It's okay. It'll be good.
Is this
We
intimidating?
won't eat you alive, we promise.
Oh boy.
Maybe.
Next question is, what is the most exciting part about being an officer?
I think it's just getting to know. Also, like, you have more power in, like, decisions that happen within the troupe in the theater world. You also get to know more. Like, it's kind of fun knowing, like, a lot more of, like, the behind the scenes of, like, someone picking a show or whatever. But you also get to know the other troupes a lot more. So that's really fun.
You guys have all learned here today, Emma likes power.
I do like
Yeah,
power.
Emma really loves the power.
I really do.
I don't know why she didn't come for one of our positions. But
I was thinking about it.
Shh, you wouldn't have won. No,
I'm kidding.
Hey.
No, I think I like being on council just because like it's a leadership role that isn't super like strict. Like we have our restrictions, we have things that we have to make sure that we are doing as a community member and as a leader. But overall, it's not like ASB or something like that. Like it's chill and it's really direct. Like you make these decisions and you know who you're affecting. Like being an ASB officer, you're making these decisions, but then like, are you seeing your decision be used kind of thing? Like I like having a smaller community where I can see my decisions and my leadership be a part of the community.
I just like hanging out. Like, I just like the people I'm around. That's the thing I'm excited about. Just being with everyone like on council and then meeting everyone and being like, oh yeah, if you have questions, you can ask me because then I make friends.
Yeah.
Also, I like posting on social media because I think it's fun.
Yeah.
I think for me, it was really cool, it's really cool having all this responsibility and having like a role assigned to you, what you're supposed to do. But then it's also a lot of freedom to be able to make those decisions, as Abby was saying, and being able to actually decide like, oh, this is cool, we should do that. Oh yeah, I think everyone will like this. So I think that's really fun.
My reason goes back to kind of what Emma was saying. I'm a tech. I like doing behind the scenes in general, but being on council puts another layer to that because you do see a lot of the behind the scenes like decision making, and I think that's really interesting.
What are you hoping to do now that at least we're not most of the time at home? We just came out of a 1 week kind of minor shutdown. Yeah. I guess that would be one way of putting it. We had a time where we sat home for a whole week doing distance learning again. But what are you guys hoping to do now that we don't have the limitations of being at home 24/7?
I say this a lot, but I'm really excited to get more connected with the other troops in our area, or not even in our area, just in Oregon. Because I know that a lot of people don't feel that connection to other schools or to other thespians, and so I'd love to hopefully get to do something with other schools so people can get acquainted with people outside of their troupe and with other troupes and hopefully, have good relationships with them.
Is this theater related or is it just like overall? Because I can say both. I have opinion on both.
Both? Why not?
Okay. So theater wise, getting back, I literally just like what Emma said, like, getting to see people again, getting to go see shows again, hopefully once schools figure out what they're trying to do, just from what I've heard from other troupes, is it's really hard to figure out what their next step is, because the guidelines are very broad for Oregon, and then it goes down to district, and then it goes down to school. So troupes are just kind of trying to figure out where they belong, and how they can do theater without really needing to worry too much. And then personally, it's just back to getting into normal, seeing my friends. I've surrounded myself personally with only vaccinated people, and we take it very seriously when someone says, hey, I've been exposed with COVID, and then we, obviously stop hanging out. But still picking a circle and sticking with that circle when hanging out with people, I think is really important. Because even if you're all vaccinated, even if something small happens, you got to make sure that you are protecting yourself and your family. I have family members who don't ever plan on getting vaccinated. And so my mom, stepdad, sister who can get vaccinated, and I have all stepped up and we've gotten vaccinated. And so it's just like, I don't know. It's all just back to getting into some sort of sense of normal. But also remembering that it's still a real thing. Like, now that we're vaccinated, now that we're back to normal, like, we can't just say we're back to normal. Because we're not. Mm-hmm. Mentally, physically, emotionally, all the craziness.
Facts. I think I'm mostly just excited to be on the stage. I don't even need to perform. I just like being in the space or just like hanging out in the makeup room. Because I know for a lot of people you were really confined to like your house, and most of the time you were confined to your room, which is like a small space. Mm-hmm. So seeing like a big open area where you can just stand is like refreshing. Also, I'm excited to use Heelys.
I'm most excited to be able to see all the new people who are going to join, and being able to see all what they're capable of, and being able to see how maybe we can bounce off each other while we're acting or stuff like that. Yeah.
I agree with that, Emily. One of the most fun things about like being in theater that happens a lot is being able to bounce off of each other, like with ideas, whether that be tech or just like being in another room with a person acting out a scene, which I know a lot of you guys missed. Another thing I'm excited about is to be hands-on with all of the fun equipment that we got over the past school year. It's like last school year we got a new lighting board and a new soundboard, but we couldn't use it at all, and I was super bummed.
That was sad.
Alright, here's a little bit less long-winded, a bit more fun, but what's your favorite film adaptation of a musical?
Oh gosh. I know exactly which one you're saying.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
I don't know. I really love. Oh, this one's hard. I like Mean Girls. I like Legally Blonde. I think they're all really just fun shows that like you can listen to, and they're not too like intense. Kind of like Dear Evan Hansen, where like the second time you listen to it, you're just kind of sobbing because it's just so emotional. But like Legally Blonde and like Mean Girls are very like for the most part like light and like fun, and so I listen to those when I'm in that mood.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, I forgot that I don't have to raise my hand. Are we still going the circle? Can I say? Is that
Just
okay?
say it.
I really like the In the Heights adaptation. I know.
It's really good.
Yeah, it was really good. I loved it so much, and I love the music. So
I just realized I went the opposite direction. I went films that were adapted.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. I was like, is this film to play or is it play to film? Because I got one for each.
Okay, I really
but
like
I
the
thought you could
Chicago.
pick one.
I like the Chicago movie.
Answer whichever way you like, to specify what answer goes to what.
Okay.
Just make up your own question. Say whatever you want.
Film
Yep.
to movie. Probably be Lion King. Or no. Wait, I said film to movie. No, film to play. Broadway. Probably Lion King. I love how they did it, and I love how diverse it is, because theater is very, very whitewashed. We cannot
Yeah.
sugarcoat that. It is just the truth. And Lion King brings a really, really diverse cast, and just overall changes the way we look at theater, because I'm sure they struggled, even on Broadway, to find diversity.
Yeah.
So when it becomes off Broadway, I want to see how people will deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then play to movie, probably In the Heights. I really liked how they did it. People tend to just go off and completely destroy the storyline.
Yeah.
We see that in Dear Evan Hansen. The book to the play, we lost a really big part of the story.
Mm-hmm.
And then play to the movie, I know it hasn't come out yet.
No,
It came out.
Yeah.
Oh my god, at this time it did come out. From play to movie, we lose a lot of the storyline. We lose a lot of our favorite songs.
They took away Good For You.
Yeah, I know. That's
was
one of my
excited.
favorite songs.
Mhm.
How did I know that?
Yeah.
And what's the first? Anybody have a map?
Yeah, they.
That is awful.
It's just, we could go into a whole thing about that. We honestly could. But yeah, I think In the Heights they did it really well, and they did a really good job at making sure that they weren't giving all of the original Broadway actors immediate film roles, because we've seen that plenty of times. That could be the wrong choice. Dear Evan Hansen. Moving on. Just laugh.
It's funny. Also, I'll go with maybe Les Mis. I don't agree with some of the casting, but I really like that. Oh, wait, no. I changed my answer.
Okay.
Ignore that. Sweeney Todd. I love Sweeney Todd.
That was a
lot.
good one.
My answer for everything is Rent, but I have good reasonings for it too.
I forgot about Rent.
But yeah, one of the reasons that it's so good is because a lot of the actors that are in the movie were from like the original Broadway cast as well, which is super rad. Some songs I really miss that are in the original recording, but also everyone has said that as well, but In the Heights is a fantastic adaptation.
Yeah.
Mine's probably In the Heights, also because I have a
Wow.
massive sweet spot for everything in that show.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And controversial, maybe not controversial opinion, but I prefer In the Heights over Hamilton any day.
Me too.
I agree.
I agree.
I concur.
It's
Because I've
It's
talked to some
better.
people either completely agree or completely disagree. What are the soundtracks or songs that you find yourself going back to over and over again, and what shows would they be?
Oh no.
I'm so ready.
The thing is I listen to a variety of shows all the time, so it's like, I really love, I listen to, like, a lot of, like, the basics, you know, like, I listen to a lot of Hamilton when I get bored, just because I know it and it's familiar. Dear Evan Hansen, In the Heights, and I listen to a lot of Anastasia and Dogfight.
Yes, Remy.
For me, I also listen to the In the Heights soundtrack just because it's so good, and it's really nice being able to understand everything that they're saying. Because I feel like a lot of people are like, "Oh, this is a catchy beat," but then I'm like, "Oh my god, she has patience and faith! Oh my god!" Anyways, and also I really like the Little Mermaid soundtrack, so
It's also good.
That's my song of the week. It's She's in Love
I
from
saw
Little
that.
Mermaid.
Oh,
You're
I
welcome.
Hee hee hee.
Oh, yeah, okay. I don't know. I'm really basic. I don't switch it up a lot. But weirdly enough, I have never seen Heather's. I've never seen the movie. I've never seen the musical. None of it. But I have a lot of it on my playlist, which is so weird. You would think I would just buck up and go watch the show, but I haven't. But then, your basics. I like a couple of songs from Hamilton. I don't really like binging the whole thing, because if you're gonna binge the whole thing, just watch the movie, I guess.
The
you
first
call it.
shot.
Yeah. I really like Burn from Hamilton. I
was a
scream
good one.
that song. And then Dear Evan Hansen. I don't even know if I'll be able to watch the movie, because I love Anybody
Don't.
Have a Map, and I love Good For You.
It's the best one.
It either could enhance our appreciation of the original or maybe ruin it.
I'm
It's
so
different.
Yeah, I might just see it to make
I
fun
know.
of it.
I know they added an arc. They added its own they
Yeah,
added another
maybe
one.
they bring
Need
back
it.
the boyfriend arc
They
that's
do
in the book.
something weird, and it's just like, oh.
Maybe
boy.
that's the arc.
Yeah,
That would make
I don't want to say anything because I tend to be a little spoiled for what the theme is of it, but I won't say on the podcast due to people who may be sensitive to it.
True.
Also, people in the room.
Yeah.
Question, Abby. Do you prefer, Burn as in, the original, or first Burn with all the
That's
difference?
super good too.
I think I just like Burn.
I like both of them. They give off different vibes.
Yeah, I
Very
think it's
true.
just what you're in the mood for, but I always just find a certain deep love for Burn.
Oh, I also listen to a lot of Waitress.
Yeah.
Me too,
Waitress
Remy.
comes up on my stuff.
Listen to it. Now. No. Okay.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Okay. I'm so unique. Sorry, I was just thinking about that. I was like, none of y'all are gonna say this.
I'm so quirky.
Stop. Falsettos. I
a
listened
good one.
to the entirety of Falsettos a million times, and a lot of slime tutorials. Sorry. And then specifically the song "Wait for Me" reprise from Hadestown,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
also
Yep.
yeah, and then Jekyll and Hyde, and then the only song that I genuinely enjoyed from Prom, I'm sorry, was Alyssa Green. So that one.
I think
Oh wait, and
that
the
might be
other
the
one.
only prom. I don't think I have any prom.
I don't know if I do.
I really liked the, there's one song telling herself to, breathe, Emma, or I think it's just called Breathe.
Yeah.
I liked that song, that one stuck in my head. But I do listen to a lot of Waitress, and, Rent is, again, my answer for everything.
Yep.
Always, and forever.
I would have to say for the songs that I really enjoy or constantly go back to is I know Backstage. Me and friends would always jam out to the Dear Evan Hansen soundtracks. It's just easy. It's an
Yeah,
easy song.
it's
It's,
easy.
it's an easy
Everyone knows it.
It's the pop song. It's kind of like the pop songs
Yeah.
of musical theater where you can't dislike it really. I mean, you can have justified reasons to dislike it, but most of the time it's just something easy.
Yeah.
Also, it's just funny.
It's just a comfort soundtrack.
Yeah,
Really.
it's just we can definitely go back to this and it'll be okay.
It's like, if I go back to this, I don't think I know the lyrics. Never mind, I know all of them immediately.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't remember a lot from the Hamilton soundtrack because I've only watched Hamilton once and I've listened to it even then.
Bro.
Yeah, I'm
That's
fake.
a little sad.
I think that's a crime against being a theater kid.
But the thing is, I do know pretty much most of the In the Heights soundtrack by heart because I listened to it so much after I watched it in person, and I don't know why this sticks in my head so vividly. In the very back of the auditorium, one of the people on stage was asking, like, "So, have you guys heard of a little show called Hamilton?" And about 3 girls
Yeah.
stood up and began screeching so high I thought only dogs could hear it.
I remember that.
I just unlocked a memory I didn't know I had.
Yeah, I did not want to remember that.
I mean, it was hilarious. It was quite hilarious.
It was pretty funny.
So it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Oh gosh.
Being put on blast here, didn't it?
This doesn't have to be entirely theater related. This is just kind of an overall question of just media. Are there any shows that you're currently watching, like theater, TV, it's movies, etc.? Anything that you're at the moment very interested in?
There's a show I just finished, but I don't think I can say the title. So that's that show.
Wait.
So that's a thing.
I've been watching a lot of Practical Magic lately. I've loved that movie. I will watch it over and over again and never get tired of it. And then it's around the time where I start getting back into my Buffy the Vampire Slayer phase, so be prepared for that.
That time of year already.
Yeah.
Wow, look at the
It
time.
happens every year. So that's probably what's happening. Yeah.
Hope that caught my back crack. So y'all can hear that ASMR later.
I'll just enhance it in post when I'm editing.
Yes.
It's just like full on blast your back.
Boost the game past 100.
I'll do another one.
Oh boy. Go up to the microphone, crack knuckles on the mic.
Oh god. No, we're not doing this.
Sorry.
What was the question? Oh, I
Shows
Any
you
shows,
watch.
shows,
just
TV,
said I
theater,
remember.
I'm sorry.
Guys. it's
Hey,
okay.
calm down.
No.
Yes.
Continue.
See, the tongue stick out made no sense because we're all wearing masks. You can't see it.
They can hear it. They can hear it.
Visualize.
What am I watching? I don't watch a lot of shows. Like, honestly, I don't. But I've recently been watching the What If series on Disney Plus. I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, this is so dumb. Other days I'm like, okay.
This is great.
Okay. Yeah, this is. I mean, no, I never think it's great. I think it's okay. I think no. There's like one episode that I think is like spot on, and I don't think Thor would be a party person. I think he would just be dumb.
Don't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's on my watch list. I haven't
I'm
watched it yet.
sorry. I didn't know.
Thor's a certified himbo. Changed my mind.
Change my mind. I dare you. No, but there's just some parts that I'm just like, it's okay. I think if you're like a hardcore or like a new Marvel fan, you either have to be super hardcore Marvel fan and understand all of the like references and things like that and know all the characters because you cannot. They do not look like them. They don't.
Also, they're not voiced by the original actors, which makes no sense.
Yeah.
No, Jane Foster, no clue. I had no clue who that person was. I was so confused.
Hello.
Like, Coulson, he shows up in a couple of them. I had no clue. I didn't know until I recognized, like, kind of his voice.
I miss Chadwick Boseman so much.
Yeah.
He's in it. Well, he's not in it, but, like,
His voice is
part of his voice is actually in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because one of the shows, like, one of the episodes is dedicated to him. Moving on. Yeah, but that's something I'm watching. I'm not necessarily loving it, but it's something I'm watching. So.
Aw, fun. I don't watch a lot of TV, but I've been rewatching Jacksepticeye play Undertale.
Yes.
It's good.
Yes.
Also, this is a call out to Noemi. Beastars?
What?
Yeah.
Beastars, that show?
Yeah.
You had no reaction.
I binged that in 2 days.
2 days.
2 days.
I think you need time to mentally rest after that.
Yeah, we took like 2 days to watch it.
I didn't finish it.
I did.
I know.
Wow.
I haven't been really watching anything, but I guess if I had to say one thing, I guess just stuff on Disney Plus. So yeah.
I started watching Grey's Anatomy a couple of weeks ago.
You have fun.
Yeah, I'm on season 3. I haven't watched it in like a week, so I've been trying to finish my books, but it's hooked me in. So, Grey's Anatomy.
Yes.
Oh boy, do I have a not self-incriminating, but it's calling myself out for having emotions. So the previous host, Chase, he did a horrible thing, which is getting me into anime.
Yay, Chase!
Go Chase!
Recently, him and I finished binge watching a rom-com called Toradora, and
You watched a rom-com.
hey, guys enjoy rom-coms as well.
Guys are allowed to have emotions.
Yeah,
Abby.
shut up, Abby.
I mean, I'm
But-
pretty
But it's
sure
co-ed.
that is made for
So?
guys. That Toradora is made
He's big
for
man
guys.
all the time.
It's
He's
a
like,
shonen.
I'm big guy with deep voice, yada yada yada. Anyway.
yeah, like I can't imagine him just like bawling out to some just
like,
I'm thinking like tuxedos and dresses in the rain, and he's just bawling in the background.
No.
Have you seen the
Rock
picture on his
Notebook.
Discord?
You haven't seen the picture of my Discord of me crying?
No, I don't pay attention to that.
Here's my photo on Discord. It's right here.
Tuxedos and
Oh my God,
dresses
no.
and rain.
That's
What?
photo.
What?
See, like, but that's not
But-
what I see. I see like
Okay.
chocolate and like tears everywhere.
So, by the end of that, I was sobbing. I was crying because I'm like, they're so happy.
Yeah.
Watch Skate the Infinity. It will make you cry.
Oh boy,
Well, no, it won't.
I watched Love Is War and Toradora, and they both made me just.
I just felt for Reki, man.
I feel like it's time for us to go into some Would You Rathers.
All right, so we discussed that we now have a list of Would You Rather's just to make things a bit more interesting, maybe spark a few conversations, potential debates on Would You Rather. Would you rather team up with Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel? We were talking about superheroes earlier, so I guess this kind of goes into it.
I
If you know a little
So
bit.
it's basically like DC or Marvel.
Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel?
I know who I'd pick.
I know too. I think
Then
I'd
say it.
pick. Oh,
Oh.
I
Sorry.
think-
Go ahead, Noemi.
I think I'd pick Captain Marvel because she could literally do anything. Like, I'm sorry, but Wonder Woman, all she does is just have a lasso. Captain
That's
Marvel,
not
I
can
think
all
do
she
you
does.
really underestimate. Have you
I
seen
don't
the
think
movie?
you've seen Wonder Woman.
There's a sword, shield, invisible jet, which they never bring into the movie because it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay.
But Captain Marvel can literally like
I
fly
yeah.
and like go out of the atmosphere or whatever it's called. I think it is called the atmosphere and do stuff like that. So
Earth breathe bubble.
You see
yeah.
it?
I will pick neither
Yeah.
because I don't pit two powerful women against each other. So,
Who said they were
Yeah.
against each other? It was just
well,
an ego
we're
question.
comparing them. So I don't support.
Feminist over here.
Well, would you
No.
rather team up with one over the other?
No.
Just no.
No.
Just got full on
Harley
denied.
Quinn? Okay. I would choose Wonder Woman because if I didn't, like, if I chose Captain Marvel, I think my mom would disown me because she loves Wonder Woman.
Oh my goodness, I
It's
love that.
true. Also, I haven't seen Captain Marvel.
Yeah, okay, that's okay.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I'm a big Marvel person, but I've never seen Captain Marvel. I have seen Wonder Woman, but I would still choose Captain Marvel because big Marvel fan. I already know her and her powers and her personality because comics and books and things. But I do not like her in the movies.
I
I
don't
think they
either.
overhype her character.
I
That's why I
don't
haven't.
either.
That's why I haven't watched her movie
Yeah.
because I think they overhype her character
Mm-hmm.
for just. I mean, like, I don't know. Again, haven't seen the movie, so
I
like,
don't know if I'm just like.
I don't know. Maybe I'm
you.
just judging too hard,
They
but
make,
like,
they just make her too cocky.
let's.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what it is. They
I
make her
don't
too
know.
cocky.
She
And then,
appears, okay, solos the issue and disappears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't know if it's like racial trauma, but I do not like her being like being super cocky about things and talking down to people. I'm just like
Yeah.
No,
no.
that's just her character, which is weird, because even in
But
the
it's-
comics she's
it's-
like that.
Yeah, and so maybe it's just like I don't like the character. I like her powers, so I'm just gonna use Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
For my non-comics readers out there, Civil War 2, which I don't think they're going to do into a movie, because it's a lot. But they do a second Civil War versus just Captain Marvel against Iron Man because Iron Man throws hands with everybody.
Yeah.
Iron Man's just out here causing problems.
Yeah,
Really?
man,
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah. She entirely she basically does not want to admit that she's wrong and almost kills everything.
So how's that Iron Man's problem?
He's trying to stop her.
Oh, okay. So
then
this
for once he
podcast,
didn't
don't
start
let
something.
Mia listen to it, which is another theater person, because she loves Captain Marvel and will probably kill any of us for saying that she's
I tried so hard to like connect with her character and like it, but I can't.
I did too, but then I was like, I've been talked down to like that so many times.
Yeah,
that
it's just
I
like
can't do
annoying.
it. I'm
No,
like,
me
I'm
and like
sorry.
Tristan, we get into so many arguments about it, and I'm not an Iron Man fan, so Tristan, don't listen to this podcast because I don't like Iron Man. I think exactly
Why?
he causes issues. He
I
causes
love
issues.
Iron Man.
You're just trying to save everyone.
I mean, I was just gonna say that I like Wonder Woman because one, I like her actress, and one fun fact I told Lexi about this: Gal Gadot, the actor of Wonder Woman, was pregnant during the entire film.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
What?
It's very
That
interesting.
was so
Yep,
cool.
she was pregnant.
Did you guys know that in the Loki film,
Yeah.
that she we got it, but they don't.
I know.
Yeah, Sylvie, the actress who plays Sylvie, she was breastfeeding, so she had given birth already. So her entire costume had to be breast milk proof, obviously. But it was completely, like, the whole top part was just a layer, so she could just go down, and it was completely, like she
accessible.
could... Yeah, she could breastfeed, she could pump on set.
That's incredible.
And then she could just put it right back up, and then her costume, like,
Yeah.
she could, like, film, breastfeed. Like, she didn't have to change out of it fully.
Props to Marvel for supporting the mothers.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, also, props to DC, they had to put, that actress through a lot while she was being pregnant. That probably would be hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she wears, like, a metal suit.
Yeah.
They had to,
it's
like-
really thick leather. I don't think it's metal, but it's
Yeah,
thick
I think
leather.
it's thick.
With, like,
Well,
with
the
metal
reason,
trim.
Yeah, I think they did leather over metal because of the fact that she was
Yeah,
pregnant.
and probably like a lot of like boning and stuff.
Yeah.
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 That would be so uncomfortable.
It
I would
sound,
not.
but
No.
that makes sense because I always thought it was weird how her like suit fit. So it's interesting to know that she was pregnant when that happened.
Anyway.
Next question.
Alrighty. Would you rather lose all your friends but keep your BFF, or lose your BFF but keep the rest of your buds?
Well, considering I'm dating my BFF, I guess I'll go with my BFF.
Considering my BFF is in the room right now, I'm gonna have to say BFF.
Oh yeah.
I have to say BFF.
Yeah, Maya's over there like.
Maya's staring down on me right now.
She looked at me first, so
I literally
was
like,
nervous.
I would also pick BFF. Don't tell the rest of our friend group. Sorry.
Okay, now we have a whole friend group that can't listen to the podcast.
I honestly don't know because I have a top five, you know?
Me too.
So would I get to choose, or would it be like up to fate which of like my best friends stay?
I think
Gamble.
it's fate. It's fate.
You roll a 20-sided dice and
Divide it from that.
roll a natural 20. I get to keep everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, there
Roll
you
a
go.
1, you lose yourself.
Oh my gosh!
wait.
Sorry, D&D jokes. My bad.
I'll take that risk.
Oh, she's gonna take it.
Okay.
That leaves you.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go with keep my BFF because I have a small group of friends anyways, so
We're not included in that. We actually hate each other.
we're colleagues.
We're just
Wow.
See each other at the office.
Strictly business, nothing
Yep.
more.
yep.
Jokes.
Yep. Mhm.
Jokes, I promise, jokes.
Sorry.
Nope, it's not.
Oh
Emma, why?
I just keep my BFF. I'm happy with my BFF.
Aw.
That's
Why
about
do
it.
you say it like BFF?
BFF.
wow. Yeah.
There are some people I hang out with that have butchered the way I talk because we just speak Gen Z. If that makes any sense.
That's a language.
Yeah, it's
it
just like
is.
Can
it's
I
just,
take the slip test?
it's just like weird
Ooh,
pop culture talk. It's
I want
weird.
to talk like
That's crazy, bro.
baby boomer or like before that, so like the transatlantic accent. That's how I want to talk from now on.
Oh, okay.
I can't do it, but like I can figure it out. That's instead of Gen Z talk, that's how I want to talk. Like how people in the 20s talked on movies, you know? That's how I want to talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You're welcome to.
Thank you.
That's a
Okay.
great notion to end this episode
Ooh,
on.
use words like the cat's pajamas.
And on that note,
Well, if you want to hear more about talking, listen to me and Lexi and another guest talk on the next podcast episode.
Yeah, the episodes are going to be coming out on the first Thursday of every month. Not as frequent as last year. I'm sorry, but it's just the way it works out.
Go Lexi.
Woo! Yeah. Thank you guys for listening. If you have any recommendations for who should be on the podcast next, let us know.
As always, I've been Cohen.
And I'm Lexi.
Bye.
And we're
Bye.
Bye.